Hello LinkedIn Network. I am doing this video because I want to introduce the Planetary network of non-profits. We are going to, or we will, we don't know if we are going to or we are going to define a new name in the Planetary network, the Planetary Forum of Social Networks. This invitation is from my LinkedIn network for the people who speak English. I want to explain that we need resources for this nonprofit. I have been researching, or at least searching in Google, that there are approximately 10 million of nonprofits in the planet. We want to create a network only for nonprofits. We want to make the best user experience in virtual reality and 2D screens for nonprofits. In this case, with the people from social networks, we want to create an API or web service with the current pages of nonprofits in order to use this data and connect the nonprofits in a particular application, a particular website, and we want to create something very, 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 very carefully with many details only for non-profit challenges and problems. So this invitation is for all social networks. We need to improve the user experience for non-profits. I have been researching the challenges of non-profits during 1 decade. I have several ideas or data system and methods, and also for user stories. So that's the point. That's the invitation. I am starting to connect with the executives of the startups or the social networks in Silicon Valley and the digital products. We want to focus, the invitation is to focus in non-profits. We have a potential community only for the organization of 10 millions, and we are talking also for the social entrepreneurs that don't have any non-profit or they are able to connect. Also the volunteers, we need to create a planetary challenge, or no, we need to create a planetary trend to become humans volunteers for non-profits, and we want to organize it in a particular website. I remember that I invited to some people of a digital product that that is focused in non-profit. I don't remember the name, but I remember that I sent some invitations, and they are in my LinkedIn network. I am going to reach 5,000 connections in my LinkedIn network. It was very exhausting for me to create this network. I estimate I would like to receive the information from LinkedIn that I sent more than 5,000 invitation, and I received 5,000 people. I received the invitation of 5,000 people approximately. Well, I am going to start to create groups in order to hire resources. It is something important. I have been living with less than $300 per month in Colombia during the last decade. Sometimes I get more money, particularly when I was when I was doing business during this time. But most of the time of during this decade, I have been living with $300, one minimum salary in Colombia. At this moment, I want to obtain it at less this amount in order to keep in Colombia, and I need security because I am doing very complex political and military negotiations in Colombia, and I am not risk. So I need resources to stay in a more secure place. I was doing a negotiation with an influencer, and she told me that she don't have resources at this moment for starting, but I need to hire resources as soon as possible. We are going to make some exchange with particular companies, but it could take time. So I want to explain that if everything that I receive for the nonprofits, I am talking only for my incomes. If I receive something, I am going to use it as a loan, and I'm going to return the loan, and I'm going to return the amount that I receive in the future, the same amount. So I need resources at this moment. Please, at this moment I am living from the resources of my family. My family have a bakery business and commercialization of vehicles, and I have been trying to search for a job, and it had not been possible because most of my time I have been an entrepreneur. At this moment I am focusing in the connection of people through social networks, considering that I have been banned in all the social networks. um, I am promoting strikes against the government and against the politicians of Colombia. It puts me at risk at this moment. We are also creating the Planetary network of protest organizer. We want to create another social network, a particular app with a particular website. I already have the user stories and the data system and method for this specific profile of users. In this case, it don't have profit because I think that the organizer of protests or strikes, there are not so many people, but we need something for them to connect them, to promote the leading of people who know that there are a particular website, a particular app for all the people who want to organize a strike. We want to have the schedule of different strike. We want to support them, to support the negotiation, things like that, in order to keep the strikes or the protests in a very peaceful way, with a very good team of lawyers, of negotiators, of volunteers, of security for the strikes, things like that. That if we make strikes in the planet, we make a strike in a very peaceful way, in a very ordered way, and with good outcomes in the particular public policy or the legislative projects who could be related with the strike. So we are also creating more than 500, more than 50 networks at this moment. I have been organizing them in WhatsApp groups, and at this moment I remember that I have 36 groups of different type of Hispanic networks, Planetary networks, and Colombian networks. uh, I have more ideas of networks, but I have not perceiving potential confounders. For the reason I haven't started the groups. Anyhow, I am banned WhatsApp. I can create many groups per day, and that's something important because it affects the performance of my current job. I need at this moment. I make the shopping cart in Amazon and also in another website. I need $1,000 to get the game My Nootropics and brain supplements. Well, I remember one more, the multivitamin, but more than 1,000. But with 1,000 I can start. I need $1,000 at this moment. Uh, I want to create a software in order to specify if someone receives resources for a non-profit, they can handle all the accountability of the income in a very ordered way, in a very transparent and public way. I want to make as much as clear as possible with the potential resource that I receive at this money. Only $1,000. I have 5,000, approximately 5,000 connection in my LinkedIn network. I need 1,000 dollars for my nootropics, because for example this year I was replying for doubts or comments in the WhatsApp groups, in the social network during 5 days without the sleep. I remember that I only sleep 7 hours, and I can make it right now because I am drinking coffee, and I have been drinking approximately 1 liter of coffee, and it is not good for my health. um, I need to get caffeine. So I am focused in social entrepreneurship at this moment. I want to focus myself in the creation of the Planetary network of non-profits. That's the name of the non-profit in Delaware, in the United States. And in Colombia, we are also to create the organization. We need resources to create it. We need to define, we need to create a bank account. I have been talking with a woman, a Colombian woman who is living in the United States. She probably will help me with the document from the Board of Immigration Appeal. At this moment, I am also negotiating my security. I am appealing to continue my political asylum in the United States because I had to forcibly return because I didn't find an informal job and I was at risk to go to jail because I don't receive an employment authorization. And when I find for informal jobs, the people, I did a fake ID of my social security number, but in some company they requested me to present the original documents of my country, so I have a different name in the document because it was fake. It was necessary to create to search for an informal job because that's the way how it works in the United States. I, for example, when I was in the United States, I someone in Florida gives me an opportunity in construction. I don't know anything construction. I don't know anything about blue collar jobs. Never in my life I have been working in blue collar jobs, but it was necessary for me. But when I received this opportunity, the Congress started. I don't know how it works in Florida, but they forced the immigration laws in Florida for the people who hire people without employment authorization because the people who receive them can go to jail. And it was very mystery. The point is that in my work I assume a lot of risks, and I am and many people wants me in the jail because I can send many people in the jail if I continue with my work, and I'm going to continue. I need security at this moment. I need to stay in Silicon Valley in order to negotiate it, so I can work for free. I did. Yesterday I started. I was sending invitation for the executive of Facebook, of Meta, of Instagram, of DoorDash, and different startups in Silicon Valley in order to tell them that I have ideas to improve their data system and method. I have user stories to improve their product, and I am scientifically and financially sure that that they are going to like the ideas that I have in my brain at this moment. So I have a lot of ideas, thousands of ideas. I want to conduct UX researches. I am able to work. I am able to work in any condition at this moment. I need something to stay secure in another place to receive a stable income and to continue with my work creating connecting the humanity because that's one of my goals. I want to connect humanity by compatibility in goals and problems to solve. I want to create many social networks. I want to connect with Mark Zuckerberg, with Elon Musk, who obtained Twitter at this moment. I have with co-founder of Google and CEO of Google and Alphabet, and different people, the CEO of Shane. I sent a supplicate, so please, I need resources at this moment. I need to be in a secure place. If I still living in Colombia, I need to live, for example, in a building with security, in a secret place, because I am living in a farm with my family, and it puts me at risk. So the ideal position is United States, but I need to appeal to the Board of Immigration Appeal. I don't know how many time it takes, but I need to be secure at this moment. I need to keep working. I want to focus in the non-profit at this moment. I want to work with the social network and startup of Silicon Valley. I have a lot of ideas. If I stayed in Colombia or, for example, in El Salvador, because I also requested political asylum to the president of Salvador, I can live with a very low income. For example, with $3,000, I need only the income for the moment for paying my rent and for paying my basic incomes. I don't want to go to a street. I need to be secure. So please, LinkedIn network, please attend my supplicate. Please, I need to hire resources, and I need to continue at this moment. I need to finish this video. There, we are in the 4:56 of June 24. Thank you so much. Bye bye.